Hello and welcome back. Hi. Hello and welcome back to Good Knit Kisses. I'm your host, Kristen. I hope you're doing well today. Let me know if this is your first time joining me and type it in the chat. Type you're new, where you're from. You can tell me a little bit about yourself. It'd be awesome. If you are joining me for the first time and you are watching on the replay, be sure and write replay and you can ask me your question. I'll answer it on the next Q&A day. And I broadcast every Monday for Q&A. Tuesday is loom knitting, Wednesday is needles and yarn, Thursday crochet, and sometimes I publish on Fridays for social media or randomosity. So welcome to the live. If you're just jumping on, be sure and let me know that you're here. Love to hear from you every day. And today, of course, is Q&A day, so ask me your questions live, and I will try and answer them. That they're super complicated. I'm not sure I can totally answer them, but you can ask me any question today. So I am joining you late today. I put a picture on there of me. I went out to my kids' school this morning for the Polar Express Day, and they made like these trains, and they all have they make their own little individual box car, and they decorate them, and then they kind of tour around the schools. Really cute, really cute. So my older daughter had done it, and now my middle daughter, and then my son will hopefully do it next year. So anyway, it was really fun. Getting my coffee on. What are you drinking today? Got tea or coffee? What is your preference? Good morning, Carly. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. If you join me today, tell me what you do most. Do you like to loom knit? Do you like to needle knit? Or do you prefer to crochet? I mean, if you do all, tell me all, but I'd love to know what your primary focus is. I'd love to see who hops on regular, and you can kind of list them in order if you want. That'd be really good to do. So good morning, Crystal and Carol. Hi, Ellie. I see you jumped on. Although you haven't commented yet, I see you. Hi, Kimmy. Oh, this is your first time watching? You're interested for Loom Day and Crochet Day. Oh, excellent, excellent. I'm so glad. We do loom knitting on Tuesdays. And I've got to test it out a little bit more, but there is a new loom and purl tool, and knit and purl tool that is out, and I got mine, and so I'm learning how to use it, and so that's something fun that's on the horizon for loom knitting. Good morning, Joanne. Yeah, I saw you're doing a snow day. You're making Mexican hot chocolate? Ooh, I want that recipe. That would be cool. I think Starbucks has I think I saw that they have some kind of like a pepper or hot chocolate or something that has like a little bit of a kick to it. Caliente chocolate, maybe. You're making scrubbies, Carol. Carol, what's your favorite thing for your scrubby? Do you like to make it like a flat piece, or do you like to make it like a poof? Good morning, Susan. Crystal says she loves crochet and loom day, but like to watch knit day even though you can't needle knit. Oh, do you? Okay, so here's this is what I've got on the needles right now. Funny thing, so this is what I was working on. I've got almost all the Karen cake done. This is a 10 stitch, and I'm working on DPNs. Well, I took it to my kids' day for the little parade that they were having, and while we're waiting, I'm like talking to a lady. I've got this under my arm, and I'm knitting away. Well, the kids start coming around the corner really soon, and I'm like shoving this in my bag, and I'm like pulling it out for our broadcast. I'm going, oh no, I'm missing a needle. Like, I'm missing the other needle, and it's not in my bag. Anyway, so I had to call the school. It took me, I was even delayed a little bit longer, more than I thought I was going to be, because I called the school and I'm like, by the way, I'm missing a DPN, this double pointed needle, and it looks kind of like a pencil, but it's got 2 sharp ends on it. Now it's made out of wood. And she's like, oh, well then we definitely need to know, because that could be used as a weapon. And so thank you for telling us. We're going to go search. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope it's not like in the parking lot or something. And then I've caused all kinds of disruption to their day. So anyway, needles can be dangerous. Good morning, Leah. I see you jumping on. Oh, Eileen, you are having a snowy day too? You too, Ellie? So it is like 34 degrees here, I think. Maybe it might be warm enough. It's probably more like 40 now. So it's not snowing here. It's actually pretty nice here, but I'm in Texas, and so if it's not nice here during the winter, then it's an ice day. Like, we don't get like the awesome snow. I mean, we rarely get that. It's usually like a mixture of ice, or it's just all ice. So Lori says, I'm a long time crocheter, and then you're enjoying learning loom knitting. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. If you're a crocheter, loom knitting is a gateway drug. No, I've had a lot of people who crochet and then they learn how to loom knit. Like, they've always wanted to knit with needles, but for whatever reason it didn't work for them, or they didn't enjoy it as much, and then like really enjoy loom knitting. So I'm really glad that you're starting to learn. It's really fun to be able to kind of switch back and forth. I like to go back and forth between projects, so it's kind of fun. Let's see, Joanne, she says as soon as she figures out the recipe. Oh, you're a freestyle cook, Joanne? That's either great or dangerous. Oh, you like the poof style, and you like with Red Heart yarn, Carol? You use the scrubby yarn exclusively, or do you ever put like any like tulle or something in there? Do you like stuff it inside? Crystal says she's doing the 10 stitch on the loom. Yeah, this looks so pretty. Thank you. So it started off in the green, in the yellow, and then it went to green and then blue, and then we had the red and now orange, and then it's now into the yellow. So we're back to the original color, but then this, so this is what it looks like. So it really needs one of those yarn bras, because this is it at the end. It's kind of a mess. It's a mess. So I'm trying to be careful with it, but yeah. I kind of lay it gently to the side and then pull it through. So I can't wait for it to end with this, but I've been debating if I want to put on a second ball or have it like a nice small throw, because we were talking about giving it to my son's teacher. She had her first baby, a son, and so I think it would be a nice little small, like for the stroller or whatever, or like the carrier, just to tuck around him. So I think it'd be really cute. So I'm debating on how big I want to make this thing. That's the really nice part about a 10 stitch, everyone, because yeah, you just keep going and going. Pretty cool. You love the cowl, Christine? Thank you. This is the one that this is the parallelogram that I have been obviously really lacking in behind and getting it up on the blog. So I need some help. Joanne, Joanne, I need your help. Let's see, Ellie, I'm currently loom knitting a ruffle scarf, ruffle scarf cowl for a gift exchange tonight. Your fiber artist skill. Oh, you're making a ruffle scarf cowl. That's cool. Is it going to be like ruffly, or are you holding the yarn like as one, like squishing it together? It's interesting with the ruffle. If the ruffles are showing out, I'd love to see a picture of that. Hopefully you'll post it on the Good Knit Kisses page and be like, look at it, Kristen, this is it. So yeah, I'd love to see that. Joanne says she's looming a cowl and working on converting the pattern. Oh, awesome, you're awesome. Oh, I just scrolled past everybody. Whoa, what just happened? You're converting the pattern for a needle knitter. Oh, awesome. Ellie, this me too, Joanne, was for the recipe style. I'm reading. Okay. Oh yeah, you had snow, Ellie. Yeah, Deborah says a pencil or pen can be used as a weapon if that's what you think. Yeah, it's not as sharp. I mean, this double pointed needle, pencils with graphite are sharper than this. But if you're an adult, you could really hurt somebody with it. A kid, I don't know, maybe the kid could, well, if it's in the eye, but a pencil could hurt anybody in the eye. So anyway, whatever. Thank you, Deborah. I'm glad you like this. This is actually an infinity scarf. So look, 1, 2. So I had it like tripled tripled over, and my blocking just didn't really work out too well in this one. It still kind of squishes, but it's the parallelogram. Can y'all see that pattern? It doesn't show as much, but for some reason this parallelogram pattern like totally like did this. It like squished up like that. But I'll have to, I think I'm gonna steam block it. I was just afraid of killing any of the acrylic yarn that's in it, but it does have a portion of I don't know what I'm doing here. Here, triple it over. There we go. It has a portion of wool in there. I'm all trying to, let's get all, I'm like looking y'all. Y'all are my mirror right now. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Susan said it snowed in Keller about 6 years ago and about 6+ inches. You were laughing at how people, oh, yeah. When 6 years ago there was snow. There's been different plots of snow, and it depends on where you are. It's not like even when it snows, it's not like everywhere is snow. It's like pockets of cities. Like in this metropolitan area, there are so many like small towns. I mean, they're pretty congested. They're pretty big towns, but we drive around so much. Everything's so spread out. So, you can drive one place and there's nothing, and then you drive another place and there's something. So anyway. You can't wait for the tutorial, Ada? Oh, awesome. Well, right now I'm missing my DPN. In fact, it's funny because when I went to go get these, for some reason, I think I may have them on another project. And so now I really got to go find this other needle because I can't finish. So I may have to do some finagling around here. Yeah, we're not used to snow here, everybody. Oh, Joanne says, call me. I'll get it up there. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. Today is my mom's birthday. I'm going to take her out to lunch tomorrow, by the way. And for everybody who's been asking how I am, I've seen the cardiologist. So this is all personal right now, not knitting related, but I saw a cardiologist and I got like a Holter monitor thing put on, and I had it for like 2 days. Last week I had it for 48 hours. And then tomorrow I go for a non-nuclear stress test in the afternoon. So I'm going to take my mom to lunch tomorrow with my sister. And then I'm going to have a light lunch. Very, very, very light lunch. Barely eat, basically. And then go and have the stress test. So y'all pray for me. Please. So, anyway, yeah. Ada, you're stuck on step 1. You're stuck on step 1. Are you needle knitting this 10 stitch? Is this the pattern you're talking about? Getting help on? So Frankie has given me permission to do a video on this. There are a few videos out there that she has given permission to for different people. Very Pink Knits is one of them. She's got a good tutorial that's already up. I'm going to do one because I've had people ask me for my own take on it. And, but when Pink Knits, Very Pink Knits did hers, the pattern was one way, and then, that's the way I've been knitting it. But then the pattern changed. And so when I teach it, I'm gonna teach it how the pattern's written, because I want you to be able to follow a pattern, like word by word, you know, like looking at the pattern and learning how to read that person's pattern and interpreting it. So mine is going to be more on a teaching experience of learning how to read a pattern and then put it into application. So anyway, that'll be good, because the way this one's written is, you might need a little bit of assistance. So, Ellie says 41 peg, nifty knitter loom, yarn fluffed out, skip a loop, every other peg. Oh, it said Kathy Norris Leisure Arts pattern. Oh, okay. And you use rubber bands to keep the loops from coming off. Interesting. Okay. So, yeah. I'd love to see the picture tomorrow. Yeah. Happy birthday to your mom. Can you see the other side? Yes. Okay. So this is the side that has all that, the ridging, and I wasn't sure that I was going to like it with all the multiple colors, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it. So because it changes so much, I'm liking seeing the colors shine through. So this is the front side, and then the back side doesn't have that ridge. See that? And then of course I haven't woven in my tail, so you can see the beginning here. And then I'm not changing the yarn. Again, this is the Karen Cakes, and so this is, let me see if I can get this up here pretty close. See, that's the back, and then this is the front. And see how the corners work? that nice? So this part peeks through. Now you can, there's an alternate. This is slipping, like, so when you add the stitch from the previous panel, you slip it and then put the yarn between the first and second. Okay, you slip the first stitch and then put the yarn between the first and second stitch back to the back, and don't go around, but go to the back and then work your way down. Now, if you work that first stitch instead of actually slipping it, then it's supposed to lessen this ribbing here. So, anyway, isn't that pretty? And then the Karen cake, it has like a really nice drape to it, and it actually has a little bit of it. It's got like 20% wool. Anyway, I really like it. It's got a nice hand to it. It's squishable. And the Karen cakes, it has a nice drape. It has the wool content. Then there's sweet rolls, which also have a color change, and I've worked with that one now. And that one is like really squishy and kind of fun, and it's like a hair bulkier. I don't know so much about drape yet because of what I made with it. So it wasn't really a very drapey. It was really thick, but that's because I was doing a waffle stitch. So I don't know about drape, but I would think that this Karen cake would actually make a really nice, you can make a sweater or cardigan with it too, because it's even, and you know, it's worsted, but it's really nice. So you like how I have it? Also, I haven't done it yet, but I was really thinking about showing the same one. This is the Rainbow Sprinkles color, making the twist one. Have y'all seen the circular one? The one that goes in a circle? So if y'all are interested in me trying that, then I could totally do that. I know there's a ton of her patterns that I would love to try, just haven't had the time. So I'm looking at, these are my notes for today, the show. So I talked about my DP and weapon. Let's see, so my cardiologist, my projects. Okay, whoops. And another personal thing. So y'all, okay, if anybody remembers, I prayed on, I prayed on camera. I don't know if it was on Thursday or Friday, but I prayed on a broadcast. I was like, Lord, send someone to buy our house. Saturday, we got an offer on our house. Yeah, we got an offer on our house. Woohoo! And actually this afternoon, they're coming to inspect. So this girl is going to be getting her own studio, like with the door closed on it. So you won't be seeing all of this. So we're supposed to close and do all that stuff by, in January. So in January, there'll be some transition time of me moving and everything. So, yeah. Yay! So excited. Yeah. So the kids will be back into school at that point. So I'm not sure if that's the good thing or the bad thing here, but yeah. Hopefully the first week or so won't be so stressful for them, and no tests and stuff. Yeah, praise the Lord. Exactly. So it's a total answer to prayer, like absolutely. And it's not under our price. So it's awesome. So I don't want to disclose too much, but yeah, very, very awesome. So today, yeah, so they've executed, we executed all this stuff. We have to get, the house is going to be inspected this afternoon. So when I pick up my kids, I got to go find a place to do homework with them. We're going to find our library, and I think we're going to go visit my sister and play with her kids. And then hopefully I'll have my needle by then and I can finish this project, right? And then and start something else. And then we have to get it appraised, and it needs to appraise for what they offered. So yeah, praying about that. And then we have to get the house that we bought, we have to get that appraised this week too. We've been waiting. We've been putting it off because I'm like, we need to get our house sold. So anyway, just a ton of stuff. Yeah, hopefully it's not too hectic. Yeah, you're right, Christine. Yeah. But my stress test is tomorrow, but that relieves a whole bunch of stress, just having that. But I do know last night I was still having my palpitations and stuff like that. So anyway, you might see some less broadcasts from me, but or less, or I might be that I'm doing less tutorials, but I'll just do the broadcast because it's easy to just talk to you guys every day and be like, hey, this is what's going on, but not actually like filming and editing and all that kind of stuff. So what else I was going to tell you? Oh, I had career day. And so I showed the kids the loom kits that I had worked on, and then I showed them my book, and what I was doing is I was actually showing them, you know, how what you learn right now in school are things that you can do later on. I'm like, has everybody done a rough draft? And they're like, me, you know, and I'm like, well, that's what I actually have to do. And I was talking to them about like writing, you know, and getting like people to look at it and marking through stuff. And, you know, it's like when they mark through stuff, it gets better though, like your work gets better. And so it's good for people to let you know if they spot something incorrect on there, and to receive it, to like get it the best that it can be, right? And so anyway, I got to talk about that. So career day was awesome. And I got to talk to kids about how knitting and coding is related. And I was trying to get like some of the boys excited. And so I'm like this liaison, like, get it, go, you know, yay knitting, yay crochet, you know. So it'd be really cool if they could start like a knitting club. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Man, I'm getting hot. I need to, oh yeah. Okay, now that I've been in the house for a while, I need to relieve my heat. Anyway, let's see what else. It's fun to do what you have to do and get oh yeah, do what I have to do and get settled. Yeah, thank you, Ada. And y'all all will swing with it. Thanks, Ellie. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start going through stuff early, like Christine, like you were saying. I'm gonna actually, we have to get like the sprinkler system like accessible to them. So I think I actually need to, after this, I'm gonna go in there and like move some things around. I'm actually gonna get started after this. We have a Barbie dream house in the garage, and I've had it away from the kids for a month, and now I'm like, probably should pull that out now so they can play. But guess what we get to do now? Now I can decorate for Christmas. Yay! So y'all haven't seen me broadcast anything about Christmassy stuff because I don't have my house set up for it. The most we had was some gingerbread houses, which now have been thrown away because the kids wrecked them. But the outside we have like decorated a little bit, but not like too like gaudy or anything, because we didn't want to impede someone else wanting to come here and stuff. We wanted them to be able to kind of imagine how their home was going to be. But anyway, anyway, so yay! So all good things. I'm very excited. I'm trying to be mindful all the time because since I started late today. If you have any requests on things that you guys would like, let me know. Short tutorial things would be good instead of like full patterns. I get a lot of people asking for full pattern requests, and those are just, it just takes me longer. That's why it's taking me such a long time to do some things, because I have to like work through the entire thing. So but yeah, I can do some stitches and things like that. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Man, I'm still waiting on this other big news, and so I can't say anything yet. What else can I tell you? I think that's it. I'm just waiting. So tomorrow is loom knitting day. I'm gonna get out my knit and purl tool, and I think I'm gonna show it to you guys. Y'all want to see the new tool tomorrow? You want to preview? Does everybody have their favorite? Well, tell me what your favorite loom knitting tool is. If you're a loom knitter, tell me what your favorite pick is. So here's one. This is actually a purling tool from Kiss Looms. Here is this a boy? Anyway, here's one. Here's one from, I think this is actually knitting board. Yeah, this is KB. It's got a nice little thumb spot. This one has a thumb spot too. What else? Then we have, oh, that's a crochet. Here's another boy. One of my favorites has been this one. I have a Cindy Wood It's not in front of me, but I have a whole bag of stuff too. But this is an ergonomic hook that I've been using from Knitting Board. You know, so it has the one pick on it and everything. And then I'm getting my bag out. Now, I've heard some people say they don't like the knitting board. I mean, not the knitting board. Yeah, the knitting board, the ergonomic hook, because it's too big. So that they have big hands, then it doesn't work as well. So, ta-da! This is the, I'm sorry, I have this thing in a plastic bag. I was somewhere and I was afraid the stuff would get wet. This is, I'm trying to get a loom out. This is the knit and purl tool. Let's look at it side by side. Look. Patent pending. Let's see how we get this on here. Hey y'all, look, it's like a beauty thing. It's like putting makeup on. These are my brushes. These are my brushes. Anyway, so it's like double-ended, right? Anyway, so this is thinner. Okay, it's just a little bit. Now it's thick at here, but it gets skinnier at the top, and so it's skinnier up here. But like the shaft, the handle is actually longer. See? Okay, but the tips are at the same height. So this metal shaft is longer than this one. Now this thing has a nice little thin thing, so you could like rotate it easy, you know, and it's lightweight. So when I weigh them, when I hold them, I want to say this is 8 grams and this is 2 grams. So this is just a quickie comparison, but I'll tell you about more tomorrow. And anyway, and kind of working through it. So I'm not doing a full-on review tomorrow, but anyway, so this is sorry, I'm messing with it. This is what this looks like. So basically you're supposed to be able to purl faster and more efficiently with this. I think this is going to be really great for people who have problems like dexterity issues and like holding their yarn and purling and using 2 different hands. And so it could be more one-handed. Anyway, so I've got to work on that. Unfortunately, I tried it with the worst yarn you can try, which is usually what I try and do. I try and make it more difficult so that when I try and review it, I'm actually making it harder than it should be, and then I can see like what it is. So this is a roving type yarn, and it gets stuck, but it also is because I haven't practiced enough. So I'm trying to give it a little bit more time, but I know that everybody who's tried it has, once you get used to it, they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So anyway, so I'll be working on that tonight a little bit more, and but of course I'm sure I will have like a total separate review and everything, but at least you guys will see me kind of mess with it. Okay, so oh, Joanne says I like the Cindy Wood pick for heavier yarn, and the small kiss pick for lace and fingering weight yarn. Yeah. And I think these are going to be come in different things too. So Ellie says the cheapy plastic ones make your finger skin peel. You know, Ellie, you may have a latex allergy. If you have a latex allergy, a wooden handle one would actually be a really good thing for you. So Kathy Carter, she's making this knit and purl tool. We have, oh my gosh, who is it? Someone remind me. There's someone in the Good Knit Kisses Loom Knit and Craft Club, and she makes wood handle picks. They're not this one, but they're closer to like using like the boy, and then there's a nice wooden handle. So if you have a latex allergy, I would suggest doing that, or the Cindy Wood loom. Now the Cindy Wood basically is like a dental pick, and then there's like a plastic tube. I don't think it's a latex tube. I think it's just a plastic tube. And then you can put like a grip on it. Or you could make your own little grippy with a latex free, what are those? Oh my gosh, rainbow loom. There's people who've made rainbow loom grippers and stuff. So, you like the all-in-one? Oh yeah, and the all-in-one is wood. Oh, forgot about that one. I'm sorry, the KB knitting board has a regular wooden one. Totally forgot about that, yes. I don't like it because that one is too small for me. My hands are way too big. Like I'm 6'1", just as a reminder. Some people don't know that. But I've got really big man hands. Like they're the same size as my husband's. So I can't do the small dainty ones. I mean, I can in a pinch, but yeah. You love your new toy. So Ellie, do you have any tips for us? Oh, Kimmy, yeah. What time do I usually do this broadcast? Usually about 8:30 Central-ish. You know, I am a work at home mom, so sometimes my schedule has to flex for things with my kids. And so today it really flexed because I had to go do a thing and I didn't start until 8:30. So it was actually done by 9, but it was my mom's birthday and I was like, I have to call my mom. So I called my mom before we broadcasted. So I was a good daughter and I called her. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just kind of, oh, Leah, I'm scrolling back. Leah asked me how long this is. This is actually, like I said, it's an infinity scarf. I think it's actually 6 feet. Yeah, it's about 6 feet long. You know, you could do 21 inches or something for a nice cowl though. You wouldn't have to make it this long. You could have made two cowls with this. But this has like 3 repeats of this white, and so I actually used one entire skein of this. This is the Scarfy yarn from Lion Brand, and so I used the entire thing. But you could do 2 cowls out of it, totally easy. So anyway, let's see who else. Oh, Ellie, you'll have to catch tomorrow. Okay. Your tool always bends, Kathleen. Yeah, you need something strong. I would tell you that the Cindy Wood loom pick is really strong, and then the KB loom pick is really strong. The Cindy Wood is actually like, it's like a full-on dental pick, and then they what do they call, file it down, and it's strong as an ox. I mean, it's super strong. So if you need that, then that's what might be my recommendation. This one is really strong too. I've gotten to, I actually almost wish they had some with like a finger press thing. But I think this is going to be nice for me. Oh, it's caught on my yarn. Okay. So like I tend to push down. I don't know why I do that. I tend to kind of do this, and anyway, so this will be nice, and I'm not pushing on the metal, but I tend to do this, and I've done that before. I don't know why I do that, because it's like I do this, and then I notice the habit. Like when I'm not paying attention, I'm like, what am I doing? But I've bent them before doing that, and when I'm like really working on a project, and I used to use like cheap loom picks, I'd pick it back, my loom pick back up, and it was like, you know, like it was like hung over, like, okay, you're gone. We need a new replacement. So, hey Carol, I see you hopped on. You need to take it easy. Go put your feet up. She's worked herself hard. Ellie, the other plastics bother you though? Okay. Kelly, thank you. Kelly's husband makes the wooden loom picks. Thank you. Yes. They look really pretty. I haven't purchased one. But I would really, I would say check those out because they look really nice. Yeah, Ellie, you just have to practice your rhythm working with it and get into the groove. Ba-dum-bum. The broadcast is at the butt crack of dawn. That's a delayed reaction for me, Chris. Because she's in California. She's in Pacific Standard Time. It's at the butt crack of dawn. You know, but okay, look, if you have earbuds, little tip. If you have earbuds and it's next to your bed, just like put the earbuds in, plug it in, and let it go, and just sit and laugh. And your husband or mate will be like, what are they laughing about? So, anyway, Tina, she says she's she's thinking about learning to needle knit. It's been years and years since she first tried. What size needles would be good to start out on, and what size circular needles would you recommend? Very good. Good question. There's two answers to that. It depends on what size of yarn that you would like to try. If you like a worsted weight yarn, you could do like a 7 or an 8. You could do, let's see, which one is this? Yeah, an 8. This worsted, this Karen is recommending a 8 size needle, which is a 5 millimeter. I typically say anywhere from like a 10 to 15 is good, and work with the bulky weight yarn. I like I'm talking US numbers. Okay, US size 15 is what I usually do, but you could do a 10 to 13 or something as well. I like that because I like to be able to see the stitches. It also works up faster, and I like that instant gratification of, I did it, or, oh, I can see there's a problem. With the small stitches, it's not as easy to see, you know, and sometimes people are like, oh, well, depending upon who you're watching, I mean, but people will talk about, oh, it looks like they're wearing a scarf or this or what. Well, when I first started trying to knit, I was trying to knit like very small, and I was using, well, it's not very small, but to me it was small. Like I was using a size 7, and I wasn't seeing the stitches. Like it wasn't I wasn't grasping the concept. So typically I say size 15 and a bulky weight yarn. And in my needle series, if you go to youtube.com/goodknitkisses and go click on the playlist and go to my needle knit playlist, it says knit, and then it says in parentheses needle. And the very first video is an overview, and it talks about needles. And as far as circulars go, that just depends. If you're going to make some nice, some hats in worsted or something, I would say a 7 or an 8, and get those needle size. But you might want circulars instead of long straight needles. So if you want like a wider panel, if you get something that has not a super long cable, but something as wide as the panel that you'd like to make, you can actually knit back and forth and not have to have these super long clanky needles. Oh gosh, all my tools are out. Hold on. I'm grabbing whatever hits my hand. Okay. This is what came. I mean, serious, there's like a whole thing of needles over here and I didn't even look. Okay. So this is a US 13. This is a 9 millimeter from Clover. And it has this long cord here. This is probably, it's a 36-inch cord. The needle size is probably about 6 inches. This is Takumi from Clover. And this is a good size. But the 36 is a really long cord, so you could do like a 20, you know, like maybe a 15 or something. Anyway, what you do is you work your stitches, and then once they kind of fall off here, they kind of hold onto here, and you can work a panel back and forth, and your free needle is on the other side. And once you work the stuff over, then you just flip it around or slide it down and then continue on. So anyway, that was a long-winded answer. Yeah, so is there a website, Kathleen? That's a good question. Someone might find that link for you and let her know. I think she has an Etsy store. Sorry, I'm having to sign back in my computer. It like clicked out. She may have an Etsy store. I don't know it off the top of my head, but we'll try and find it and put it in the links below. Chris says, oh, I'm always up and love it. You're retired and wish you could sleep in after all those years of early rising. It's almost instinct. Yeah, probably. Someone keeps texting me. Do you have a preferred brand or type for knitting needles, and why? That is a good question, Amanda. I am still developing my preferences for knitting needles. I will say that I am enjoying needles that, like, I still like the bamboo, but they have a drag on them, and when I want something faster, I enjoy having like a metal needle. I have one from Knitter's Pride. Oh, I don't know if I can reach it. Shoot. Okay. If y'all don't mind looking at my big butt, I'm gonna get one. Hold on. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Sorry. These are Knitter's Pride, and I really, really like them. This was a set. They're more expensive. This is a set. This is a US 8. And they have these tips on them, and y'all laughing at me. Anyway, they're interchangeable set, and you take off, there's like a little key, and you take this off, and I love the fact that I can switch it out with a longer or shorter cable, or try the different needles. So I like them because of flexibility. They are more expensive. I'd like to get a full set, but I don't, I'm still developing my preferences, but Turbo, I have a small circular from Turbo Addy, Addy Turbo. I'm getting my name flipped around. I'm gonna go grab something else. I like that one. I wish it had a longer tube on it. These Chalgu DPNs are really nice too. These are metal. See that? These are premium stainless steel. These are 6-inch size 11 DPNs. I really like, you know, a lot of people don't like DPNs. I really like them. I really think it's just a personal preference. I kind of go back and forth between different things. It really just depends on the project. I am more of a, there is a right tool for every project, and so I'd rather grab the right tool rather than say it's always this or nothing. I'm not an all or nothing person, and so it allows me to be more flexible and try out other things. And plus there's always stuff coming on the market, and so I'm always up for trying new things. So anyway, I'd like to try some of those square needles. I don't know if anybody's heard of those, but there are square needles out there. Anyway, but I got these at a show. It was a show special, DFW Fiber Fest. So we had a local Fiber Fest, and they had a deal. And it was actually my local yarn shop, and they never have deals on these things, but because they were at the show, I went by and I was like, hey, what kind of deals do you have? And they were like, oh, there's a special on this. And I'm like, shut up, I'm getting them. Haha. You know, so that's when I got it. Anyway, I was mentioning bamboo before. I have started to get birch. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I found some birch or other woods, and so the drag isn't as much. It actually slides more. It has a slippiness to it, and so I get the nice warmth of the wood, I think, which is nice. And it feels good on my hands and fatigue and everything, and it's lightweight. So anyway, I do have a Haya needle that I got with a kit that they weren't part of the kit, but I bought it to go with the kit because I needed a size 2, and I have yet to use those yet, but I've heard they're really nice. So yeah, really like to do that. You have Denise interchangeable knitted needles for years, Ada, and I haven't tried that. So yeah, I need to try it. So yeah, I mean, if anybody if there's any yarn, I mean, if there's any needle vendors that are watching me, you're welcome to send them to me and I'll check them out. And maybe I might have a preference. I will say, oh my gosh. So I'm sure Chris, and there's several other people who watch me, who also watch Marley Bird. And she did a podcast the other day, and it was on crochet hooks. And it was the, oh my gosh, my mind is going blank. Oh my gosh, they're custom crochet hooks. I've seen them forever, and now my mind is blank. Anyway, they're like ergonomic hooks and stuff, and I'm considering checking them out. And so let me see if I can find the website. The let's see. Here we go. It is hi. I moved in and out of the camera. Let's see. Let me find my thing here. Where is it? I got a special deal on it too. Furls. Thank you. Furls. So this is from Furls. They make custom crochet hooks, ergonomic, and is Furls. Go to their website. Oh, yeah, that was my father-in-law. Let's see, where is their site? I think if I just click on it. Okay, furlscrochet.com. Go to furlscrochet.com, and I'm just gonna tell you, if you go to their products, go hover over the word crochet, and then go click on Furls Odyssey hooks. Okay, this is not gonna be rated G anymore, so, okay. Move your kids. I'm gonna tell you that those, oh great, my father-in-law just coming back in. The hooks that you'll see, the photography is very enticing. Like, oh yeah, you want me to spell it again? Okay, Furls crochet. So crochet.com. Furls Crochet. Yeah, go to and look at the Odyssey hooks. They are, excuse me, sorry man, sexy. Like they actually, the way that they do the photography is really nice. It's got like it looks like lacquer. I'm not sure, I haven't researched it enough, okay? But it looks like a black lacquer. It actually has a stand, okay? Why am I not showing you? Let me just show you. Thank you, Crystal, for that. Here we go. Oh shoot, you can't see it, or you can see it. Okay, I can't move my computer today for some reason. It's not doing it. But anyway, look at that. Isn't that awesome? Let me see if I can not have a glare. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And you need to go to the site because, I mean, look at that. Look at those. Anyway, they even have the yarn bowl, and it says, and I tore my phone out of my, I took this out of the boom stand. Hold on. You're gonna spin around for a second. Okay, I got a little excited. So go look at it. They even have yarn bowls to match. Yeah, but that's not the only one. They actually have, let me go back. The website changes, so to me it's a little odd the way the website is kind of runs on the very first homepage, and then when you get off of that page it goes somewhere else. But if you keep going back to the main homepage, and then you can click on Candy Shop hooks, and then the Candy Shop hooks are like multiple colors. Let me see if I can flip over. Like, check out. Look at that. Oh, here, you're seeing all my email and stuff. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Let me see if I can make this bigger. Zoom in. Aren't these cool? Look at these hooks. They're like candy, right? Oh, wow. Gee, I just scrolled. Okay, look at that. Isn't that neat? So, I mean, like, look at this holder. They're so awesome, right? So they're like candy, bubble gum and yarn bowls, hook stands. So cool, right? And then look, check this out. Look at this stand. Look at that. Okay, just look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I mean, is this not gorgeous? I mean, can we just say that this is sexy? This is like really enticing. I mean, these are heirloom hooks. These are heirloom hooks. So I'm sorry the video is not working for you guys. Anyway, this is a 14 hook organizer. It says there's 28 left and they're $99, and I'm like, I need to buy this. I mean, that's pretty darn amazing. Isn't that awesome? Please share the website. Someone did earlier. It's in the comments. You'll be able to catch it after. But yeah, so they have these heirloom hooks. I mean, check this out. And so like you can go to, let's see, products, crochet, heirloom wooden hooks. And these are like limited edition too. Well, no, wait, I'm sorry. Here's the limited edition hooks. Let's go to that. Look at this. I love this. Look at this. Zebra wood. Isn't that gorgeous? They're expensive, but my goodness. I mean, look how they come too. I mean, if your husband, partner, whatever, wife got you this for Christmas, would you just die? I mean, come on. Look, oh my gosh, there's 11 left of size L 7mm hook. Okay, that's it. All the other ones are gone. Look at that. This is pink ivory hooks. Okay, but then you you look on all the other ones. Okay, oh my gosh, look at this. Stop it. Look at these. Oh my goodness. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. Okay, I can't imagine if someone gave me that. Oh, these are all sold out. So that's pretty amazing. This one is a limited edition holly hook. Y'all, I am not paid to show you this stuff. I'm just showing you because it's beautiful. I mean, aren't these just, wow. This looks like white chocolate. Doesn't that look like white chocolate? Look at that. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, so I'm a little giddy looking at this stuff. I mean, look how they come in this box. That's like chocolates. That's like if someone was to give you like really expensive chocolates, like, and you savor it and you're just like, but it's like a chocolate that stays with you forever. So, it'd be like, honey, don't get me flowers. Get me a Furls hook. Right? So anyway, maybe that's what I need to ask for my birthday coming up. Anybody wants to gift me one, I'll be happy to get. No, they're so expensive. I wouldn't ask y'all to do that. I'm just saying, that would be awesome. Yeah, Valentine's, strawberries, champagne, and a Furls hook. Pretty cool. But like the white one though, I think like with all my kids, like, I'll go, oh, but will they get dirty? I don't know why I thought of that. Of course it's going to be just like how my other stuff is. I mean, I don't let those get nasty. So why would it? Anyway, it's absolutely incredibly beautiful though. Chris, I don't think I'll ever be able to afford Furls. Yeah. How lucky for Marley and Tammy that the owner gifted them their choice on his website. I know. I was so excited for them. Wasn't that awesome? I know. So he gave y'all, if you didn't catch the giveaway, he did a giveaway. Actually, he was going to give away two because Marley always has a live winner and then like it's a call in, and then it's on the Yarn Thing podcast if you're not familiar with Marley Bird. But so they have a live giveaway and then they have one that's like a week later whenever she does her next podcast. I forget if it's a week later or 2 weeks later that they do that giveaway. But then he also said, hey, and Marley, since you've never tried Furls hooks, I want to give you one. And Tammy, which is her assistant who helps with the shows. So pretty awesome. And he's not her boss. No. He is just the owner. He's the owner and creator of, he's the creator of Furls hooks. And so she's had him on for an interview on her podcast. It was the first time they had met. She's like, this first date is going awesome. It was pretty cool. Right? So anyway, all right, well, I'm going to cut out of here. I have enjoyed chatting with you all today. Hopefully I answered your questions. If you are interested in knitting or crochet or loom knitting, and this is your first time joining me, be sure to go to, you can go to goodknitkisses.com and check out more information, or you can go to the YouTube page, which is Good Knit Kisses. It's youtube.com/goodknitkisses. Go to playlist, hit the more button, see all of them. And there's a main playlist for all of them. There's a bunch of playlists, but if you go to like knit and in parentheses it says loom, or you can pick needles, or you do the crochet playlist, and you will find everything there. For the knitting stuff and crochet, I've tried to put them in intuitive learning order. So, and then everything else is whenever I add stuff to the bottom of it. But from the beginning, if you keep that playlist, and bookmark it, things get added to it, but it's also in order of how I think that you should probably learn. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day and happy knitting and crochet. Bye everyone.